Hello everyone, I'm back again. Sorry, the connection here is really bad. So I'm just going to try and stay around in this area, tell you what I'm seeing, what I've seen, and maybe talk to some people. Let me know if there's anything you want to know about what happened here today in Mina. So you can hear the adhan right now. It's the Isha prayer, which is the evening prayer, time to pray. So people will be praying in the streets, in their tents. These are some of the tents here. Yes, a lot of people prayed for those who died. So it's almost 8 p.m. here at night. So you can see people kind of sitting on the side of the road. So far people are saying that it was a stampede of two crowds of people coming from two different directions. You're supposed to only go in one way to go to perform the ritual and then come back from another direction. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't want to go around from the other direction because it's longer, it's hotter, and there's no air conditioning on the way back. So far the story is the groups of people kind of merged, and because there's a lot of old people, a lot of young people, they are the ones that kind of fell, and then that's happened on a Stampede. Yes, I'm on Hajj right now, so I'm just doing this for you guys. Inside, it's Hajj. Why the panic? It's really hot. It's in the morning, the temperature reaches up to 45 degrees Celsius, a little bit higher, which is 110, 115 Fahrenheit. So let me show you. I don't want the internet connection to die. Down this way is where the road is, which is road 203 or 204, where the Stampede began. So not actually at the stones, but on the way there. So the police have cordoned off the area, but what I've walked up to see, there's still a lot of ambulances. I can see the flashing lights from here. You can still see the lights. You can still hear it over and over again. So let me see. I don't actually want to move a lot because the internet connection here is really bad. I hope you can see. Yeah, the connection is good right now where I'm standing, but if I walk a little, I wanted to show you up the bridge over there where you see the motorcycles. But I've tweeted a lot of videos and I've shared photos. You can see them on my Twitter feed. So, yes, so a lot of people are wearing white. A lot of people do sit on the paths. You can actually see here on the right, on the left. A lot of them are... So people at the Hajj, between 2 to 3 million are the numbers. So you can imagine 2 to 3 million people. People do it at a lot of different times. You're allowed to do it from 12 midnight to 12 midnight the next day. But a lot of people like to do it at the same times, I guess, and it's really hot. You can see an ambulance over there. You can see the flashing lights. Let me see if I can talk to people. No, I'm not scared for my life at all. I went and I did the throwing myself a couple of hours, or maybe just an hour and a half after it happened. Yes, you have to be covered. You don't have to cover your face, but you have to cover your body. If I stop writing, what do you want me to write? So I'm in Mina right now. These are the tents you can see. I'm in my tent. I'm just walking outside my tent where the connection is a little better. But yeah, let me see if I can ask some people. Is there anything you guys want me to ask the people? You can see these are bathrooms here. So again, I'm in Mina where the Stampede happened this morning and 700 people died. Just down the road from here is where it actually happened. But the internet connection's a little bad, so I can't show you. Yes, you don't cover your face in Hajj. It's not allowed. Women are supposed to uncover their faces. But in Saudi Arabia, you should at least... a lot of women are wearing kind of jilbabs, which are longer kind of skirts. السلام عليكم حضرتك. بحب أسألك سؤال. أنا بعمل بث للقناة بتاعتي. سمعت النهاردة عن الستامبيد الناس اللي ماتوا؟ طيب وشفت حاجة أو إيه اللي سمعته عن الناس؟
والله ازدحام قالوا الناس كانوا جايين من الشمال وناس جايين من الجنوب فقالوا الصلاة مع بعض.
خفت طيب وانت بتعمل الجمرات؟ كنت قلقان او كنت خايف؟
اكيد كل واحد يكون خايف.
الحمد لله ربنا يتقبل عبادتكم ان شاء الله. So I was asking him if he'd heard and how he felt when he went and he did the throwing. He said, of course, he was scared too for his life. But, that's actually one of the interesting things I've seen, that even half an hour or 40 minutes after what happened, people were still going, thousands and thousands of people. And again, I've shared a lot of photos on my Twitter feed from the bridge, which is just over here, but unfortunately the connection keeps dropping out when I go up there, of the kind of mass of people, a whole river of people, like literally tens of thousands of people still walking, young people, old people. No, I'm Egyptian. Old, young people. I've literally seen old men pushing their wives on like wheelchairs and they're hunchback. I've seen little tiny kids, being carried by their moms and fathers. But as you can see, a lot of people just sitting on the sides of the road. And again, they say this is one of the reasons why this happens, is because there are families. And if you've seen any of the things I've shared, families literally spread out and kind of living with their food. So why don't they sort it out? It's not the first time this has happened, but Saudi Arabia has actually increased its infrastructure a lot in the last 10 years when I came here as a young child. So over there, if you look and you see this kind of 4-story building, there you go. You can see that. So this is the actual Jamarat building. Sorry, it's a little out of focus. So it's a 4-story building. I don't know if you can see. There's actually a pillar that's right through it. So there are 3 pillars. Yeah, so let me just explain. So there are 3 pillars that we have to throw stones at, and they represent the stoning of the devil and the evil that you reject. So people can do it on any one of the 4 stories. They're air conditioned. So this wasn't here years ago. But again, Saudi has really done, like today I saw there's sprays everywhere, people spraying you with water, giving you out water. So many police actually literally spraying you in your face with water. And all the roads to there are supposed to be one way. You're supposed to go and then you're supposed to come back from another way. But unfortunately, they say what happened today is that the people who are going tried to come back in the same direction. And when you have a couple of thousand people suddenly meet in the middle, the young and the old people, no one was actually running, but the young and the old people fall in the middle. And then that's what happened. People trample each other down. So let's see if we can talk to some pilgrims and see what they thought today. السلام عليكم يا حاج. السلام عليكم يا حاج. بعمل بث للقناة بتاعتي. كنت عايز أسأل حضرتك، رميت الجمرات الساعة كام؟ رحت رميته ولا لسه؟
أنا رميتها الحمد لله الساعة حوالي كام؟ رمينا الجمرات الساعة كام؟ 3 الفجر إن شاء الله.
3 الفجر قبل اللي حصل الحمد لله. سمعتوا أو شفتوا أي حاجة من الناس اللي حصلت؟ شفتوا إيه طيب لما جيتوا؟ شفتوا الجثث؟ كانوا فين؟ جنب في ايه؟
احنا تاهين اصلا حضرتك مش عارفين المكان، وبعدين في واحد منتظرنا كانوا مستعجلين جدا معاهم.
يعني وكانوا مغطيينهم ولا جم لموهم؟ الله يرحمهم ويحسن اليهم. ربنا يتقبل منكم يا رب. So, yeah, it's a little difficult to ask people if they speak English. So again, let me just translate. So they actually threw it at 3 a.m. in the morning, which is a lot earlier. You're allowed to do it after midnight. So I did it at 3 p.m. So they actually said that when they arrived, they threw the stones and then they went and came back. And at around, when they came back, they actually saw the bodies in the street. And as you see, yes, people panicked. Again, let's just reiterate, 2 crowds of people going in different directions. They kind of slammed into each other. People fell, people screamed. The temperature is really hot, old and young people. When someone falls, other people get trampled over too. And then, of course, that kind of leads to panic and screaming and injury. And when you hear people screaming, you try and run from the other way. So for the Lila Flau, you're asking if there's a service. So they'll probably be buried in here in Mecca. And in the morning in Mecca, they'll probably have the prayer at the Grand Mosque for them. And they'll pray over them for all the people who died. The numbers, I think it's over 700 now, but the actual figures of from which nationalities. Use the same road? Yes, so actually it's the same roads you walk through. So you saw the man who was just telling me here that he saw the bodies littered. I walked down the same road, kind of. You can hear ambulances again, and you can hear the Fajr. Yeah, there was a crane collapse earlier this month. Hasn't been a good month for Saudi, unfortunately. No, the people who died are from all over the world. So from Indonesia, Egypt, everywhere. So yeah, I was just saying the nationalities aren't out yet, but a lot of people from all over the world died. So this ritual has been going on for 1,000-something years, 1,400 years. So no one's actually killing each other. People died in an accident, which is should be ticket only. So it's actually visas and numbers. But again, when you have millions of people kind of collecting in one place, in one small place, it's unfortunate. There will definitely be incidents. All right, let me ask. So I return on, there's 2 more days here. So tonight after midnight, we'll go and actually throw stones again. 3 separate pillars, 21 stones. And then you throw them again the next day. Let me ask. السلام عليكم. أخذ من وقتكم دقيقة بعمل بث. الناس رأيها إيه اللي سمعتوا عن النهاردة الحدث؟ شفتوا حاجة؟
ولا حاجة.
ولا أي حاجة خالص؟ طب رميتوا قبل ولا بعد؟ قبل اللي حصل؟ سمعتوا بالناس قالوا لكم إيه؟ حد شاف حاجة؟
لا إحنا لحد ما رمينا ورجعنا كان لسه ما في أي حاجة حصلت.
طب خايفين من الرجم اللي بعده؟
ما أعتقد يكون في شيء. لا ما أعتقد.
طب إحساسكم إيه؟ مشاعركم إيه؟ بيقولوا أكتر من 700 واحد ماتوا لغاية دلوقتي.
بيقولوا أكتر من 1000 وحاجة.
يعني رقم مش الله يرحمه ويحسن إليه. شكرا. So they didn't see anything. A lot of people are very unbelieving, I guess. You think to yourself, like 1,000 people just died doing what I just did. Yes, we're all going back, but it's strange. I don't know how quite to explain it. A lot of people think, they died in everyone is a pilgrim pretty much, unless the people who are like cooking and cleaning. Everyone here is a pilgrim. Let me go up again, show you a little bit more. Yes, over the number that's confirmed is over 700. The numbers are crossing 1,000. Let me ask someone. السلام عليكم. ممكن أخذ من وقتكم دقيقة بعمل بث مش عايزين شكرا مش مشكلة. So yeah, you can see here people praying. Let me know if you have any questions you want me to answer. Again, not all the details are out yet, but all we know today is that, again, over 700 people died. Maybe the number will go up to 1,000. Hundreds more were injured. Ambulances are still surrounding the area. You can hear them sporadically. I'm not sure if all the bodies have been moved yet. How old am I? I'm 28. I don't think you want to see me. We're all sweaty and hot in this area. Well, let me see if I can talk to some of the people who are sitting down. Will give us. So this was in the morning. السلام عليكم. ممكن اخد من وقتكم دقيقة بعمل بث. كنت عايزة اسمع سمعتوا اللي حصل النهاردة؟ شفتوا حاجة او كنتوا قبل رجمتوا قبلها ولا بعدها؟ طب كنتوا خايفين وانتوا رايحين ترجموا؟ خالص؟ بالرغم ان مات كل الناس دي؟ الناس ايه؟
أقاويل مختلفة.
بيقولوا الزحام. انت شايف ايه؟ كنت فيها؟ طب ثانية. So معلش عشان انا بس بترجم بالانجليزي اديني ثانية. So yeah, so I'm talking to them. They say they didn't see anything, but this man says he was actually there and he saw. تقول حضرتك كنت هناك؟
كنا فيها الحادثة حصلت بالظبط 9:10 9:15.
تمام.
وما كانتش حادثة ولا اللي حصل كان ازدحام.
تمام.
الناس طالعة راح تركب وناس طالعة من الركبة قابلوا بعض في شارع واحد.
تمام.
أكتر من كده ما فيش.
وكان ايه بقى يعني الناس خبطوا بعض؟
كان زحمة اللي بيقعد طب من كتر الزحمة اللي بيقع ما بيقومش. اللي بيقع بيعدي عليه بيموت.
الله يرحمهم ويحسن
اللي
إليه.
بيقع بيعدي عليه بيموت. كل واحد بيقول لك يلا نفسي اللي بيسأل ما بيقومش.
الله يرحمهم ويحسن
أنا
إليه.
واحد من الناس وقعت بس ربنا لسه في عمر. بزرع في العمر بقية. قمت وطلعت وعديت. كان معايا هم قاعدين كانوا في قلب الحادثة.
العمر نصيب.
وفيها مصريين وهي اغلبيتها افارقه ومصريين، فيها مصريين وفيها افارقه.
طب شفتوا كانوا عشان الناس راجعه في نفس المكان يعني رايح وراجعين؟
ناس طالعه من الرجل
اه
ناس جاي من الرجل
تمام. مش المفروض كل واحد في اتجاه؟
المفروض كان كل واحد في شارع
يعني انت مش شايف ان دي مشكله الترتيب او التجهيز بتاع البلد؟
نظام عدم تجهيز عدم تحضير الله اعلم
تمام. متشكرة قوي حضرتك. So I don't know if you guys can hear. The connection again looks like it might have dropped out a little. Unfortunately, I really hope not, because he was just telling me about his story that he was actually in the event, and that. Okay, great. I'm glad it's still working. So I just talked to a man who said that he was actually in the event this morning, and that what he saw were people coming from both directions. And that, of course, once they hit, anyone who fell died immediately. Yes, I'm a Muslim. I'm actually here on Hajj. Yeah, I assume the connection was lost. That's really unfortunate. I'll try maybe and go back to him and record something for us to actually post later. So he was saying that he was actually in the Hajj, in the event this morning, and that there are two groups of people came from two directions. And once they came and people, someone fell, and then once everyone fell, it kind of just snowballed from there. He said that he was actually in it, and he had two people, and thankfully they managed to get out safe. He didn't express any, that this is the fault of Saudi Arabia for not organizing enough. He said that this was, destiny or from God. So again, I'm Ethar El-Katatney. I'm an Egyptian journalist. I'm with AJ Plus, and this is Mina. We're near the site where 700 plus people this morning died in a stampede. We just talked to someone who actually was in the stampede today. So I'm wondering if there's anything else you guys want to hear from here. Any people you want me to talk to. I really wish I could walk around a little bit with you, but unfortunately, it's Saudi Arabia and Mina, millions of people. The internet connection isn't the greatest. So again, to reiterate one last time, 700 plus people died today in a stampede. I just talked to a man, and I'll try and go back to him and record. He said that he was actually in the event, and that two groups of people coming in two directions, that they shouldn't have. The rules say that, you should be only going in the road, the one-way road that you're in, to go in one way and come back from one way, but no one followed the rules. He said that he fell along with two of his friends, but thankfully he got out, and that it was destiny. So, once more again, yes, I'm fine, alhamdulillah. We're going to go back again this evening after midnight to throw the stones again. So, Wi-Fi, no, there's no Wi-Fi here. I'm on 3G. It's actually a pretty good connection, relatively speaking. All right, so thank you all so much for tuning in. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm on Twitter at Ethar Kamal. I'm still taking pictures. I'm still walking around. If you want to see videos from up above, I'll probably take videos and then come back and then tweet them here so you can see more than just what you're seeing now. Thank you all so much for following.